I see you shiver with anticipation.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Welcome to Tuesday night. Welcome to Whole T Sports. It's the Big Alboski. It's heel turn Harry.
How we doing, Alan?
What's up, man? Yeah, I know the guys will come in at different times. Anthony Joseph ran his mouth all day like he said he's going to show up. Last week he says, I'm sorry, man, I'm at a fishing tournament. This week he tells me, oh, actually the fishing tournament is next week, Al, so I'll be there tonight. Where is he? I don't know where he is. But here you are, and I appreciate that. And I think if I say his name a third time, he'll pop up. Anthony Joseph.
Is he like Candyman? Is that what we're doing right now?
Yeah, there he is. What'd I say? What's up, my man?
What's going on, guys?
How are you? All right. What's up, Chris Fant? What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday night. All right, guys. The MLB is heating up. Lots of teams that we were talking about the last few weeks are losing ground, and then there's other teams that we were not talking about the last few weeks are gaining ground. Teams like the Padres and the Mets are falling off the wayside, and then teams like Atlanta and some other teams are moving up to try to take those playoff spots. In the American League, it's kind of the same thing, right? The Red Sox have fallen off the face of the earth. The Yankees are moving on up there. So what do you think? I'll start off with you, AK, because you're here now, and I'm going to bring Adrian on in a minute. But what do you think of what's going on in MLB? All the teams kind of shifting right now. It's crunch time.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's makes for playoff baseball already.
Doesn't feel. Every game counts.
And the Yankees just had a fun winning streak. Now they're on a nice losing streak. So it's it's about when you get hot.
Yeah, it's about those teams that get hot, and Cardinals might get the wild card. I'm with you on that, Chris. I'm with you. Harry, what do you think of baseball right now?
Well, I'll tell you something. It's a huge difference from what it was not even that long ago, if you really think about it, because the Yankees were, thought to be left for dead. Then they were winning like 10 in a row. The Red Sox were like on top of the mountain, and now they just had a strike with COVID, and I think they're up to like 9 people.
Oh, Red Sox?
Yeah, and they're playing the Rays in pivotal time right now.
Yeah, you need them to win now.
And you got to watch out for the A's with the Red Sox. You might not even get the number 1 wild card.
Yankees are in one spot right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mets were on a terrible division, and they were number 1, and now they're,
disappearing.
They're awful.
And thumbing down their own fans, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
I mean, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but, I mean, my Braves, I left them for dead when they lost Acuna.
Yeah.
And they got not great guys, but they got good guys, and they took 2 or 3 from the Giants, and I'm sorry. That's impressive. I don't care who the hell you are. You take 2 or 3 from the Giants. That's pretty impressive, But baseball this is what it's fun, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, Cardinals, Reds, doubleheader tomorrow postponed. Yeah, man. A lot of stuff's getting postponed because what's left of that hurricane is coming through our area now. I'm wondering if the Phillies are going to get their game, and I know tomorrow's game has been postponed. I'm not sure about tonight's. As of right now, it's not. But a lot of games are being held up. It's a wicked time right here in the Northeast. What's that? I thought I heard somebody talk. All right. So, I mean, what team sneaks in? What team sneaks in the American League, and what team sneaks in the National League? Chris Fant already mentioned the Cardinals. I think I'm with him on that. I think I'm with him on the Cardinals being that sneaking the wild card team.
I'd hate to go against the Padres there. I'd like to see them and the Dodgers duke it out one last time. I mean, it's not what everybody wants to see. They would like to see some new teams, but I'd like to see the Dodgers duke it out.
Yeah, so you think you're counting on the Padres maybe getting hot at the end?
They're only a half game out of the wild card.
I know, but I mean, it seemed like they were a little while ago. We're talking about a 3-way race for the West.
No, the Padres have they've been disappointing this year, no doubt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I like to see them sneak into that second spot and duke it out with the Dodgers for the wild card.
Harry, you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, the Cardinals, they're a nice story, but I mean, at the end of the day, I think the Padres are gonna duke it out with the Dodgers. And you know what? You never know. That's another beauty with baseball. Like you can knock off like the big bad Dodgers or something like that. And you just look at the Nationals when they won the whole thing. Who the hell thought the Nationals were going to win that year?
And how about the American League? You think the Yankees will be that team, or you see somebody else?
I mean, they're the first. They're in the first spot right now. Knock it off. Shut up. They're in the first spot right now, but they're a hot and cold team. They go through their spells. They're Stanton's starting to heat up. He's dangerous at the plate right now. That is one guy you don't want to see come to the plate. I mean, right now it's Yankees, Red Sox. That would be that's another. Why wouldn't you want to see that in the wild card?
Yankees blew last night. Who knows?
Yeah, they kept coming back and they just couldn't seal it.
Well, it's going to be an interesting September. We're going to switch gears to tonight, as of 4 p.m. Eastern time tonight. The 53-man rosters were announced. The Patriots released Cam Newton. Is there any people that you saw, and we'll start with Adrian because he hasn't gotten to talk yet. Is there any players from certain teams that you saw cut other than Cam Newton from the Patriots that was shocking to you?
No, and even Cam Newton wasn't a shock. I kind of figured out what's happening. I mean, they got tired of the antics of Cam Newton. Like, Cam Newton, with everything that was going on, he's expendable. He's very expendable because they now have a legitimate quarterback, it seems, and so why hold on to a problem child when you don't have to? I know another notable cut was John Brown from the Raiders, but when was the last time you really heard or paid attention to John Brown? So there was nothing really significant because I was looking through all the rosters and stuff. How
about the Cowboys? Since you and Harry follow the Cowboys, is there anybody cut from the Cowboys that you were surprised about?
No. Well, Gilbert. That's about it. Gilbert, but they went with Gilbert over Rush, which makes no sense to me. Cooper Rush couldn't even back up my backup if I was a quarterback. So I don't understand like what that was about. I think Gilbert, in the short time he had when he ran the offense last year, was better than Andy Dalton in that one
game. Harry, you agree with any of that about the Cowboys?
Well, I mean, listen, let's be real. There is nobody backing up Dak Prescott that is any good.
No.
But I mean, my huge thing with just the Cowboys would be, I think somehow they need to get Nick Foles. If not Nick Foles, you get Cam Newton. But I
there
mean,
reports that they're looking into Cam.
Well, you don't know. I mean, you don't know with Dak with his shoulder and all that stuff. And it's not bad to have a quarterback that can run your offense. Look at the Eagles when they had Foles. They won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. So that says, a hell of a lot, with the system. But
Anthony, did anything happen with the Giants?
No, not really. I mean, the big name, I guess, is Corey Clement, but nothing.
They cut him? They cut Corey Clement?
Mm-hmm. And Ryan Anderson after he tested positive for PEDs.
I could say with the Eagles, they cut Travis Fulgham, and I understand why. They got some good performances this summer from Quez Watkins. They already got Devontae Smith and Jalen Reagor, so and Greg Ward. For some reason, they're keeping J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. I don't know why, but J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, I guess, has been showing them something over Travis Fulgham this summer, so I don't know. They also cut Hightower. They cut Hightower, which I guess he didn't amount to what they wanted to either. Other than that, nothing really shocked me. Anybody that they cut really didn't shock me as far as the Eagles go. But I mean, What's that?
Whose phone is that?
It ain't mine.
Do you hear it or no?
I did hear something like a buzzing, but I don't know what that was. Big Nick, what I don't understand is why Philly traded for Minshew. I will explain that, but these guys won't agree with me at all.
Oh, that's easy. To me, it's easy.
He's a bum.
It's God forbid COVID hits your team. You need someone that can step in and that's capable.
Right.
That's what it really boils down to.
And Minshew is the best third string quarterback in the NFL.
I agree.
Oh,
Unbelievable. Yeah, that's all. Herndon trade to the Vikings. He's a bust.
It's hard not to disagree with that. You got to look at what has he done so far.
Drop a lot of passes.
Exactly. Exactly. So they're replacing Irv Smith got hurt, so they were like, "Well, we need somebody else to drop the ball."
And in case you didn't hear it, Nick Sirianni for the first time named Jalen Hurts his starting quarterback, which Eagles fans were waiting for a year now.
Yeah. What else are you gonna do? Who else you got? You gonna name Minshew the starter?
No, I'm just saying it.
Yeah. They hang that man.
I hope he has a decent year, and then when it's time for him to run, he basically tells them to go fuck themselves because they have done everything but told him, "We don't believe in you."
Right. But I don't think it's the coach that told him that. I think it's the
organization.
I think it's the organization.
It's top to bottom. It's
But it's not. I don't think it's Sirianni though. I don't blame Sirianni yet. I blame Howie Roseman. I blame the owner.
Well, you could be Tua. It could be worse.
That whole situation is weird, and we're going to talk about that. What happens with Deshaun Watson? Because I keep hearing that the only two teams that he wants to play for is Carolina or Miami. Have you guys heard this?
Yes.
Yep.
You worry about no quarterback to back up Dak when he gets hurt, Princess. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. So, where does Watson end up then? Where do you guys think he ends up?
Miami.
Well, that depends on when Houston stops smoking some serious weed and realizes they're not getting 3 first-rounders and 2 second-rounders.
I think he spends a year in Houston. This year. Yep.
That's a lot to ask for a quarterback, where you don't even know if he's going to jail, let alone anything else.
That's why he's going to spend his time in Houston. And then
even then, would you spend 3 first-rounders and 2 second-rounders even if there was no legal trouble? That's still a lot.
If you think you're a quarterback away, he's young enough. Why wouldn't you?
Because that's a lot.
Mr. Bird says that.
How many first-round draft picks are bust year in and year out?
Right.
A lot.
Yeah, but if you're a quarterback away,
90%
first-rounders.
I would say about 70.
Aren't high. I could see it. But if you're like, I don't know, like the Jets level or whoever, that's still a high draft pick, not just a quarterback, but in general.
Right.
That's why they should wait until the end of the year.
Yeah.
Then they know what pick they're getting.
Yeah, if I'm Tua, I'm like,
yeah.
What did I do? Like,
how does Tua feel? How does Tua feel right now?
You wonder what he did. He choked a lot of times coming down the stretch. And what about how does Carolina feel about Sam Darnold? That kind of thing too.
Well, he's not looking good apparently in camp. But I don't know. I'm a Sam Darnold fan. I think, he got ruined by Adam Gase.
Mm-hmm.
He had a good rapport with Robbie Anderson, who's in Carolina.
Right.
You have a real running back, who's pretty damn good.
How much stock do you really put in preseason and camp, though?
Right. It's hard. It's hard a lot because a lot of times they play their second string guys or first string versus second or second versus third, and it's really hard to judge guys when you see them up against because the first stringers hardly play anymore. There was a time where you had 5 or 6 fucking preseason games where you would see the starters for whole halves, and you get a really good idea of what your team has as far as starters go.
Yeah, but these guys they cry because everybody gets hurt.
None. AJ's the smartest guy on the panel.
Yeah, I mean, they should just get rid of preseason at this point.
That's very, very nice.
Well, and you know what happens with the preseason? You get J.K. Dobbins, and then you get all these other guys that get hurt, and then your season's, derailed.
I didn't draft him, so I'm good with it.
Yeah.
You're not on my
By the way,
get hurt.
By the way, Anthony, that's a beautiful T-shirt. And also, by the way, happy birthday to my wife out there. It's her 31st birthday. Happy birthday, sweetheart.
Happy birthday, Teresa.
Where does Ertz go? Few teams still looking for a trade. No, nobody. The thing, Ertz is going to stay put because the thing is, the Eagles think, and when I say the Eagles, I mean Harry Roseman thinks he's worth more than other teams think he is. So they're not. He's not just going to give him away. He'd rather use him this year and trade him next year. So there's that. Ertz is going to stay with the Eagles.
Right. I don't think anybody else is going to be able to pull off a trade for. What are they asking? Like a second or a third?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? He's worth a 5th or a 6th.
Like another notable thing, you had Malcolm Butler who announced that he was retiring.
Right? Yeah.
Put him on
right.
the list.
I know. He's on the list. You got Everson Griffin who came back to Minnesota, and he got cut.
They cut him, huh?
Yeah, he got released.
I like him to go back to the Giants.
Everson Griffin?
Yeah.
No, that was the Cowboys.
No,
the
Giants had him first.
Yeah?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me hold on.
I think he went from Minnesota.
I might be thinking of another D line.
I forget his first name. But one of the Griffins got cut by Miami too.
Yeah. Shaquille, probably Shaq. Shaquille Griffin.
Yeah. Now is that the one with one hand? Was that the other one?
I think it might be the one with one hand.
Okay. I forget. I get them mixed up all the time.
Yeah, I mean, so you're talking about like everybody had to cut like from 70 or 71 to 53. So every single team cut 18 or 19 guys today.
He did not start with the Giants. I'm thinking of somebody else.
You are.
I'm trying to think of who it is now.
No Cowboys.
He didn't go to the Vernon. It was Olivier Vernon. He didn't go to the Cowboys. He went from He went from Minnesota to the Giants, and now he plays for.
I'm trying to figure out who it is. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I mean the Cowboys cut Garrett Gilbert, Darian Thompson, Deontay Burton, Jake McQuaid, Eric Smith, Jeremy Sprinkle, Ben DiNucci. Ben DiNucci? You got rid of Ben DiNucci?
Hey, forget about it.
Listen, Ben DiNucci couldn't throw freaking a football.
Forget about it.
He's gonna have somebody taking care of you. You keep talking about little bit like that. I'm gonna come and go see you there. You're gonna have to talk to Jesus. That's what you're doing. Jaquan Hardy, Tyler Coyle, Nick Eubanks, Austin Falo, Isaac Alarcon, wide receiver Brandon Smith, defensive end Rondell Carter. That's who the Cowboys cut.
Yeah, I think the big story is just Cam Newton.
That's it. I mean, you're right.
That's the biggest name.
What I think it begs the question: why did you cut him? Not why did you name Mac Jones the starter? Why did you cut him?
Because why are you going to pay Cam Newton to sit there behind the kid?
It's not a lot.
Why pay him to be there?
Because you have Brian Hoyer.
No.
I was gonna say, who's his backup? Brian Hoyer.
No, they released him too.
Yeah, you got one.
Is it because he had COVID twice and he's not vaccinated?
That's how. Well, yeah. The Patriots.
Well, speaking of not vaccinated,
you fuck with them. They let you get yourself out the dry, and then they let you go. He did it.
They get rid of you.
Is it also because maybe they didn't want Mac Jones feeling the pressure? And, because he played great when Cam was away, but once Cam came back.
I think the Patriots got better.
The Patriots cut Hoyer, too.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh.
The Patriots, there is no backup. The Patriots got better today.
Jared Stidham.
The Patriots win the division.
Oh, stop. You know what? Stop it. Stop.
They're not better than Buffalo, Anthony. Shut up.
Okay, then they're a playoff team.
Maybe.
Wild card team.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Stephon Gilmore being out for 6 games is huge.
I really don't know.
Okay. I mean,
that hurts.
They got a guy that is. We'll see if it's the system or Tom Brady now.
All right, let's talk about
Cam Newton was just that bad that he couldn't carry them.
Well, he's not very accurate, and you need an accurate quarterback in that system.
He used to be.
When?
And what was the rant and rave about Mac Jones? He's very accurate.
He went to the damn NFC Championship. He went to the Super Bowl, Adrian.
Because he ran.
Yeah, but he made better throws than he does now.
He threw deep balls because the defense would crowd him because he took off running most of the time. Same thing with Lamar Jackson. That's the running quarterback formula.
Yeah, one trick pony.
Once they figure you out, you're done. Jalen Hurts, you're next.
Well, Jalen Hurts stays in the pocket more than
All right, so the Saints are forced to play elsewhere during because of Hurricane Ida. Where are they going to play? Have you guys heard?
No.
They practiced in Dallas.
I heard Texas.
This is I'm gonna get my point of view right out of the way.
Go ahead.
This is the biggest debacle ever because hurricanes constantly coming that way.
Yeah.
The NFL doesn't have a backup plan for a multi-billion-dollar business. You bunch of assholes. Like, what are you doing? You should have a plan.
Yeah. Should have learned from that.
I don't feel bad for the Saints. It is what it is. You dealt with COVID, so you dealt with no fans. So there's no excuses. Go play at another stadium somewhere.
They did. I mean, they did from Katrina. They played after Hurricane Katrina. They played elsewhere.
Yeah, they played at LSU Stadium.
Right.
They don't. This is not apparently that bad. It's more of a power issue than anything else like that.
Right. So I think they'll play in LSU again.
I don't know.
You're the NFL. You're telling me you didn't have a plan for this? Like every 3 years when a hurricane smacks New Orleans, you're gonna feel bad for them?
The only thing I can think of is to move them out of New Orleans. But I mean, they're
very popular there, and they.
But I mean, a hurricane could hit Tampa Bay too if it swings in the Gulf Coast and hits Florida on that side.
Nobody goes to Rays games, so no one cares about the Rays.
What about the Buccaneers?
I mean,
when Tom Brady's gone, nobody goes to their games either.
Yeah, Tom Brady will blow it away. He'll go. That'll be it. It'll be fine.
Well, he's there now, so what's this? Jones not ready. Suck for next big QB, Sam Howell.
I mean, I don't follow college football enough to know who that is.
I know who that is.
He's interesting. Sam Howell's interesting.
Well, he's the guy that's probably going to go in the top 5 next year's draft.
He's like the second, maybe third quarterback after that kid.
So we're giving up on Dax or Dak, whatever the fuck his name is.
No, I think he means.
No, he means the Giants.
He means the Giants.
The Giants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Patriots.
Well, Mac Jones. He's talking about Mac Jones.
Oh, he's talking about Mac Jones. Oh, then he needs to even more. I think we should get him verified. We can get Chris Van verified. I think we need to sit down and get him verified. And
you realize he's a Jets fan, right? So if Anthony starts talking about the Patriots and that they're coming back now because they made the right decisions and stuff like that, it makes Jets fans.
This could be the AFC's worst nightmare, letting Mac Jones fall that far.
Maybe.
It's possible. He's looked good in preseason.
Zach Wilson's looked good too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but
has-
guess what the Patriots have that the Jets don't.
Belichick.
Yep. The dude's a genius. You're gonna
yeah,
see.
he's awesome.
Yeah, but you know
He's
what? I
got
mean,
more Super Bowl rings than anybody I can think of.
Tom
The
Brady
Jets have
has
a
those
good-
Super Bowl rings.
I think the Jets are in a good place.
That's not
The
true
Jets-
because Belichick has the Super Bowl with the Giants too. Suck on that, bitch.
Get the hell out of here.
Yes, he does. He was the defensive coordinator.
Not because of him.
Yeah, he's in his fucking playbook's in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
He's the greatest show on turf.
Go ahead, Go ahead, Adrian.
They have the same amount of rings, right?
Yeah.
Tom and Bill have the
Tom
same
and
amount.
Bill. Yeah, I get that. But do you also know that, like, after Tom left Bill, Patriots sucked? And
Because they had Cam Newton.
And he goes to Tampa and he wins another Super Bowl without Bill Belichick.
With a super team.
Can we
They
name
brought everybody in.
players? You name me like 3 offensive players on the Patriots last year besides Cam Newton.
You can't sit there and tell me that Tom Brady can take a shit team and carry them to the Super Bowl.
No,
I mean, he did.
He's
They
not
weren't
that
shit
talented.
Depends how shitty they are.
He has.
Huh?
He has. With the
Depends how
Patriots.
shitty they are. He's
No,
fuck. His
the
accurate is.
Patriots are never shitty.
There is no
Patriots were never
quarterback in the
shitty. They
NFL
always
more
had a good
accurate than him.
defense. Half those fucking things were saved with field goals, his losses.
And three rules.
And an interception on the 1 yard line.
And you gotta remember they have 2 rules.
No, the hate's not. No, listen. What he has is what he has. But he's not a superstar where he's going to go somewhere like you just said, kind of like he went to Tampa Bay and won a Super Bowl. No, there was a lot of pieces there. They had a great defense. They brought in everything that he asked for. He didn't like that because Belichick wasn't.
Do you honestly think so? If he went somewhere else besides Tampa Bay, he would have still brought some people in. Like he would have still said, "Listen, you guys want a Super Bowl? I'll tell you how to do it. This is how you do it," and then bring people in.
Oh, let me tell you about how Bill Belichick does it, the Patriot way.
He didn't, but
Tom
Let me
Brady
tell
didn't
you
build
that.
the Patriot way.
Who wins another Super Bowl?
Belichick built it.
Will Bill Belichick win another Super Bowl before he retires?
I think so.
Maybe.
You can say no. I mean,
No,
I can say
I'm
no
saying,
too. 'Cause he
I'm
hasn't
saying
done it
no.
yet.
It's my
But-
opinion.
Exactly.
I'm throwing it out.
it depends. It all depends
Mac
on
Jones will bust. That pocket stuff is done. He got killed all year to watch. The hate of the Patriots flows through you.
We'll see, man.
The evil is strong in that one.
I hated the
These
Patriots.
guys are hoping Jalen
But
Hurts.
now
is the
that
same
everybody
thing.
hates
That
him,
Jalen Hurts is a bust.
I'm rooting for him.
No, I think it all
I'm
depends
rooting for
on does Watson go to Miami
Yeah,
and how much does Buffalo improve year to year?
dude, Buffalo
It
is
depends.
right. Buffalo's ready right now.
They're on the cusp. I think they're a piece or 2 away.
The
What
Bills,
piece?
I'm
What
going
do
to say
they
this
need?
right now, real fast. The Bills are on the cusp of a collapse. Good. They just gave fucking Josh Allen a shit ton of money. How are you going to retain all your pieces?
Okay,
They don't really have a lot of pieces to retain.
hey,
Yeah, they
they're
do.
gonna
They got
be-
a defense to keep together. That
But their
defense is great.
They need to add. I think they need
I understand
somebody.
that, but they're going to. They don't have anybody this year. They have everybody. I want to know from Harry what pieces do they need because they were there last year. They were a game away. They lost to the.
I'm not saying collapse this year. They're on the cusp. Like their time frame is now running out.
Okay, so this year.
I think they need.
And so, what have you done for me lately, Elite? They're going to be in the Super Bowl this year. I don't know who they're going to play.
They're not going to be in the Super Bowl.
They're
I
going to be in
think
the Super Bowl this year against Tampa or maybe, I don't know, the Rams.
I think they need someone opposite Stephon Diggs. Not amazing opposite, but somebody that's not Cole Beasley.
You mean one more big-time wide receiver?
Oh, there's more hate. There's the Cowboy hate, not Cole Beasley.
Not Cole Beasley.
Not Cole Beasley.
No, not Cole Beasley. It's not hate. I just
When he was with the Cowboys, like, look at the white guy with the long hair. He's so good.
I love Cole Beasley. I'm sorry.
I do too.
I think the guy gets it done.
he's a slot guy, but
He's a pain in the ass. That's what he is.
Bills need a running game, Chris says.
No,
They have
Singleton is a good running back.
Yeah.
And you need, you know what? They
got a good defense, one of the best in the league.
Who's the running back?
Singletary.
But they have
too excited.
They got a top 5 defense. What else do you need?
You don't need freaking
really good head coach.
You know what? People need to stop with this.
They ain't gonna beat the Chiefs.
Emmitt Smith to be a running back because I'm pretty sure the Chiefs. No one really knows who the hell Edwards-Helaire Jr. is.
Right.
But yeah, they still get it done. You know, you don't need the star running back. You need a good running back, not a great running back.
What about the Browns? We think the Browns can stop.
They got 2.
What about the Browns? Why can't they beat the Bills?
I think Nick Chubb needs some respect.
The Browns will be good.
The AFC
I think the Browns win their division.
A walkover.
It's loaded. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that out of everybody that I've seen, and I mean, I've watched as much preseason as I can handle. The only team that like blows my mind and makes them look like, to me, looks like a champion at this moment in time is Buffalo. I know that Kansas City is still going to be there. Cleveland is ready. Cleveland's ready right now to at least win their division, right? But maybe. I don't know where they go from there. I don't know if they can hang with Kansas City. I don't know if they can hang.
They did last year a healthy case,
right? And that's what I mean. And we'll see. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't count out like those scrappy teams like Tennessee, like Baltimore, like those teams are there too. But I don't. They don't scare.
You know, if anybody should scare a team, it should be Tennessee.
Mediocre offense and number 1 defense can win a Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, the Baltimore did it back in 2001.
But a mediocre defense and a number 1 offense can win it too.
Hi, y'all. Hi, Tiffany. Chris Fant, Titans are the team to beat in the AFC. Titans are the team to beat. When I mentioned the Titans, and all of a sudden, by some poof magic, he's like, "Poof, let's talk about the Titans." Stop.
They're not.
They got a great offense. I don't know how good their defense is.
How old is Derrick Henry now?
I just want to say Adrian Starr did his thing on Sunday, and that's all you should be talking about.
That's all.
I don't want to know.
That's on this show. That's like
that's right. We talk about wrestling on another show. Let me tell you something about Adrian's thing. We'll talk about Adrian's thing when we talk about wrestling.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Adrian's. Okay, never mind. I was.
You got all excited there. Don't get too excited, Harry.
I did.
You got way too excited. We're talking about Adrian's thing.
I mean, I hear good things.
I didn't bring it up. Tiffany brought it up.
How old is
Tiffany? No, I don't know, Tiffany.
How old too?
Ago, Match.com. I don't know what's going on now this week.
All right, so let's talk. All right, so let's talk a little fantasy.
Derrick Henry's 27 years old. He has like another year or two, and then he's done.
Yeah.
The running back age is early.
Stop turning it that way. Good grief. Well, I can't help myself sometimes. All right, so let's talk about fantasy. Who's going to be like your big? We've already done our draft, so it's not like you're helping me out at all. But who's going to be the big points getters this year? You think like who sticks out there? Is it going to be like just playing Christian McCaffrey again? And
Mac Jones. Mac Jones, this kid with the Patriots, it's going to be the starting quarterback. He's going to be the real deal.
Collusion.
What's the collusion?
So are you saying are you gonna drop your starting quarterback, Mr. AJ, to pick up Mr.
Mac
Jones?
No.
Who is AJ's starting quarterback in our league?
Aaron Rodgers is my starting quarterback.
Collusion. Collusion.
Will you stop?
Collusion.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Collusion.
Adrian, you were saved from yourself.
No. Collusion.
Yes, you were. You were saved.
You were supposed to get Patrick Mahomes, and you ended up with Dak?
No.
It started early, and I couldn't get in.
Do you want
it automatically picked someone I didn't want?
Would you like a trade for Mr. Mahomes? Would you like a trade for Mr. Mahomes?
Who would you like to trade?
I don't know, but would you like it? Would that make you feel better?
That would make me feel so much better.
Okay.
Wait, you'd rather have Patrick Mahomes and Christian McCaffrey? Did you know what that man put up last year, points wise?
Would you like?
I would trade for Christian McCaffrey right now.
Yeah,
No.
I will give you Aaron Rodgers and something else.
I will give you Jalen Hurts for Christian McCaffrey.
I will
That
give
is
you
a horrible trade
for Christian McCaffrey right now.
You're talking stupid.
You want to give up Mahomes for McCaffrey?
Yes, right now. That's serious.
I'll let you work that out amongst yourselves.
We'll talk. We'll talk.
Okay.
Collusion. Nobody colluded anything.
And we
You were
do talk
late.
about head
Not my
injuries, right?
fault.
We talk about that a lot on here, Adrian. Head injuries. You trade McCaffrey, you'll have to be examined.
If I gave up McCaffrey for Hurts, just put me in the hospital.
No, for anybody.
For Mahomes.
Listen, you are not a doctor. AJ is not a doctor, nor his representation. So I would appreciate it if AJ would let me take Mr. Christian McCaffrey.
Because if there's anybody's trading for McCaffrey, I got you.
You giving up right? Like we'll see. What's
up, Pop? All right, so
I could send you Cooper. I got it.
What do you guys make of?
No. Mahomes. Mahomes for McCaffrey? AJ, stop it. All right.
McCaffrey not going to be the same, nor is Saquon Barkley. Injuries.
I'll give you Joe Mixon too. I'll throw in 3 guys.
I'll tell you right now. I think Barkley's going to be the comeback player of the year. All right, so
I hope he's right because that means the Giants are having a good game.
No, I know I'm right. So let's talk about Baez and Lindor putting a thumbs down to their own fans. Don't you think the Mets fans have? I'm not a Mets fan, but don't you think the Mets fans have a good beef with the Mets themselves? Like, what do you guys make of this whole thing?
You want me to go?
Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, all right. So it's the society we live in today. These players are weak. They can't handle the booing. It's a reflection of how everything's going right now. That's how these guys act. They feel like they're entitled. They shouldn't be booed. Derek Jeter said it best. He was batting like 193 the one year. They were booing him in Yankee. Derek Jeter's getting booed in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
He says, if I was them, I would boo myself too. These guys are crybabies, and it's sad that the GM or the owner had to come in and kill these guys.
When you suck, you suck. Hello, fans pay ton of money for games.
Yeah.
The fans can boo.
You got to own it. When you suck, you got to own it.
Right.
I mean it's like this. And
Harry.
Back off of AJ. Derek Jeter gave them 4 titles. He went in a 20-game slump, and they booed him. So if Derek Jeter can get booed, I'm sorry. Francisco Lindor and his 300 and some odd million or whatever he's getting paid.
Right.
I'm sorry. New York will boo you no matter what the hell you do. You will get booed. And you know what? I'm sorry. If you're getting booed and that's the worst thing that happens to you, I'm pretty sure you'll be all right. You didn't want to get booed, you should have stayed in Cleveland where they thought you were God and took $100 and some odd million.
I'll tell you this.
Mets, do you re-sign Javier Baez?
No.
He's a problem.
I would have cut him. I would have said, you know what? You can go F yourself, and I would have cut him.
They traded for him, though. They're not going to do that.
Who would? It sends a message.
I don't think they re-sign him.
You're not going to win a division. You're not making the playoffs. So what do you really need Javi Baez for at this moment in time?
I think they're holding out for a run. But
what, the bathroom? Because they suck. They're terrible.
But I like the pieces that Atlanta put together.
Listen, if we can go get through this stretch with the Giants and the Dodgers and all that, I think we win the division. But if we can't, I think the Phillies win the division.
Because the Phillies have an easier schedule.
Yeah.
Because the Phillies, that's what I was going to say, is you have the Dodgers and whatnot, and we have the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals.
Well, this says a lot about the Phillies because these are games that you need to win. Is that you, Adrian?
He's commenting on his own show. That's pretty cute.
No,
Nice.
I was saying facts to Alan. He said in the comments, Hall of Famers got booed.
Yeah.
And I said facts. That is Very true. Hall of Famers get booed. Like,
Didn't
those are facts.
Hall of
Rivera
Famers get booed. Right.
Didn't
I'll
they
tell you
boo
that.
Rivera?
Yeah,
I'll tell you this.
he had a rough stretch too. I mean, they all do.
In April and most of May, Bryce Harper was having a bad stretch, and when he would strike out, Philly would boo him out of the fucking stadium.
That was,
Now-
but that dates back to the season before too.
Now wait,
He really let them down.
now when they're talking about how he's been in July and August, he gets cheered when they announce his name,
Yeah, of course.
and now no matter what he does, they don't give it. If he strikes out, oh, who cares? They'll get it next time because he's
because he's hitting the ball.
hitting the ball.
But like next year when he's batting
It's just like
219,
the NFL. It's like,
They're
what have
gonna
you
go.
done for me lately? What have you done for me lately?
But here's the thing with Lindor, and I think this is what happened with Lindor. 10 games in, they were booing him. And I think, you know what? He said, you know what? I don't think he forgot. And I think he's a little pissed off. He's like, dude, I just got here, and you're already booing me 10 games in.
he was batting
With
190.
With Baez, I mean, come on. Look, he strikes out, like, no lie, like 70% of the time.
Chris Vant though, but what makes me excited about that little comment right there, this team, they make runs that other people can't besides the Dodgers.
Yeah, and then they lose,
No, they lost 3 in a row now. But they make runs and they bang with anybody.
Well, either the Phillies or Braves, whoever wins that division is not getting into like the first round. So it doesn't really matter, to be honest.
How about
Neither
this?
of us are really that great.
This off topic, but how about Stanton since they put him in the field? He's been raking. Do you think a guy sitting around on the bench all day, maybe that's hurting him?
Because I think when he's struggling, I think he thinks about it more, so he struggles more. I think when he's out in the field, he has other
He's
things
in
to
the
keep
game.
his mind off his struggles.
Yeah,
Yeah, Harry, to your point, I can name six or seven teams better than the Braves or the Phillies. That's the problem.
I can name a lot of teams.
Yeah, but they're not in that division.
So whoever wins that division, like you said,
Yeah,
is out the first series anyway.
Depends on who
Yeah.
they get.
I mean, yeah, they matched up. good
Playoff
with the
baseball is a
Padres.
lot different.
Yeah, I mean, if they matched up really well with the Padres, I don't know if they're going to get them or not. But I mean, they're probably going to end up playing like the Giants or something, and they're going to get stomped.
Well, no, the Giants have the best record in baseball right now, so they'll play the wild card team.
Okay,
So-
so it'll be like the Dodgers or the Padres then.
No, it would be no. They would play. The wild card team would play the Giants, so they would play the winner of the Central.
Which would be the Brewers.
So they would get the Brewers.
And this year they have played the Brewers, and
The bad
They
part
got-
about the Brewers is, it's going to be hard to match up with them in their pitching staff.
right. And I remember they had a series with the Brewers, and I think they have another one coming up, where I think they lost the series. It was a 3-game series, and I think Brewers took 2 away from them. So, and another thing with the Phillies is they lost Rhys Hoskins for the year, and that's a big hit. And then
What was he hitting this year? Was he?
I mean, he was hovering. He wasn't. His batting average wasn't great, but his on base percentage. He had like 27 or 28 home runs. He had like 70 RBIs. So I mean,
you're not going to replace him.
they were walking him a lot. I mean, he was a big loss. The other thing too is the COVID situation. Like their third best pitcher, Zach Eflin, is out for a little bit. He was out before that with an injury, but now he was all set to come back, and they did contract tracing, and they had 3 guys. JT Realmuto is out also at this moment. I don't know when he's coming back, so that's another thing too.
Speaking of
They've won 4 in a row now.
Christian Yelich hurt?
Huh?
Is Christian Yelich hurt? Because I haven't heard his name in like.
No, he sucks. He can't hit the ball. No, listen, I got in an argument in the beginning of the year.
Cardinals get the wild card. You heard it here first. All right.
Chris see that? Like he had to throw that in the end to try to get me to react. And I'm
We're gonna-
not
right.
going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
we're gonna do two things. I'm gonna go around the room, and we're gonna do this now, and then we're gonna do this at the end of September. Okay. Who's in the World Series? And I'm gonna replay this at the end of September, and we'll see who's right and who's wrong.
The World Series.
Who's in the World Series? Harry, what two teams will be in the World Series?
Oof. I'm gonna go Dodgers Rays.
Dodgers Rays. Anthony
exempt from this.
Anthony.
Because how do I go against the Yankees?
Very easily.
That's what he wants me to do. He wants me to go against the Yankees.
I don't want you to do anything.
And then I'm wrong. And he's like,
you didn't believe. Happy birthday, sweetheart.
You didn't believe in your
Says
team.
not the Phillies. I agree with that. Not the Phillies.
For argument's sake, for now, I'll just go. I don't believe this myself. I'm gonna go Houston and Dodgers.
Okay. Adrian,
Did that hurt a little bit, Adrian? Hurt your heart?
That hurts a lot of bit, but
because they're hot.
I don't believe it just yet.
What'd you say, Adrian?
San Francisco.
Because
they're hot. I mean, look at the record. And as a surprise, because as it was stated, they can go on a streak and get in. San Francisco and the Yankees.
Oh, I love this. The best friends are back.
The best friends are back.
I'm announcing it right now.
Rays and Giants. Chris Vance says Rays and Giants.
That would be an awesome.
I mean, look at what they've done when they were almost in last place, right? And they kind of went on a tear. They won 15, 16 games.
Yes.
So
here's the whole bad part about that. What really hurt the Yankees is they've won. I think I'm spitballing now, but say out of 45 games, they went 33-12 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They only gained one game on the Rays.
Right.
And now, since they've been on the losing streak,
stop. All right. The Rays
they're making the Yankees go the hard way.
Yeah.
To me, it's the American League is the Rays to lose. Okay.
The East, they ain't losing it. They got a 7-game lead, and
as for the National League, it's a little bit more wide open, and I really hate to say this, but I'm going to agree with Chris Fant and say Rays and Giants for the World Series.
I just don't think the Giants can beat. Thank you. I just don't think the Giants can beat the Dodgers.
Can we just agree on one
thing? Over 162 games, but in a series, I don't think they can hang with them.
Can we agree that the Tampa Bay area does not deserve the Rays because they don't go to their games?
They don't go to their games.
They have one of the emptiest stadiums.
Can I say one team that I don't believe in as a playoff team is the Rays?
Okay.
Huh?
I do.
Why not?
Who are you going to run out there you got 3 starters. Name them.
Guys you've never heard of that are going to win.
Oh, okay. Cool.
AJ, come on. Come
on now. No.
They win, AJ. They
win.
Listen, they win, but I don't believe in them as a playoff team.
Okay.
It becomes a lot different in the playoffs.
And you believe in your Yankees and their ups and downs in the playoffs?
I didn't pick them, but
I'm just saying,
I would take.
None of us talked about the White Sox.
You believe in
the Yankees should have swept the White Sox. So the White Sox don't scare me because that Yankees hitting will smash their bullpen. They show it. The Rays, it's going to come down to Garrett Cole. If Garrett Cole finds his stroke, the Yankees will be all right.
I'm sorry, Britton, Chapman.
Britton's done. Britton's done for the year.
Loizac is only going to get you so far.
Tell me what's wrong with that kid.
Nothing, but you're going to depend on one guy in your bullpen and one starter to get you to the World Series?
No, because you got guys that have been pitching great. You got the kid from the kid from Pittsburgh they picked up. His name slipped my mind right this second. He's been great out of the bullpen. You're gonna have guys in that bullpen. You're gonna have Severino in that bullpen. You're gonna have Kluber in that bullpen.
Yeah, well, he's not being a starter right now, so.
Well,
right, so
he's not going to be a starter when it comes playoff time.
So the NFL season starts next Thursday with the Cowboys versus Tampa Bay.
I hope the Cowboys win. First time I'm rooting for them.
They can. I'll tell you something. We can.
First time, long time.
But we
Cowboys
can.
fan.
So with that being said, I propose that we predict the Super Bowl right now.
Don't hurt Tom Brady because I have him in my
Because we're gonna revisit it. I'd say once a month.
Too early.
Just don't hurt Tom.
Never too early.
You want to revisit once a month? You said
Once a month. Well, once a month we'll see who we think is going to be in the Super Bowl.
okay.
So we'll start right now because the season starts on Thursday with the Buccaneers versus the Cowboys. Go Bucks. So who do you got, Harry? Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Gun to your head.
See, the NFC's tough.
The AFC, you mean?
NFC,
No,
he said. The NFC is tough. It's more even playing field, he's saying.
I got the Super Bowl for you right here.
Go ahead.
Are the Yankees in it? Are they in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the Yankees are going to be in the Super Bowl too?
No. They would win that.
Sure.
They would.
I mean, just too easy.
I know. 4 touchdowns, no interception for Garrett Cole. I know. I mean, I'm going to say Kansas City and the Rams.
Okay. I like that. And all Missouri. No, they're in LA. Just kidding. St. Louis.
Unlike heel turn and probably the rest of the panel, I still believe in my team, so I'm going to go Giants and Browns.
Man. Adrian.
The season didn't start. Why not hope?
Bless his heart.
Why not hope?
I know.
Why
And
not?
if I said the Eagles, boy, you'd go nuts. Adrian, who do you got?
Since I'm being realistic,
Yeah, because the Cowboys can't win a playoff game. They haven't done it in 20 years. So go ahead, be realistic.
Correct.
neither of the Giants.
Be realistic.
So I'm going to say it's going to be a rematch. I think it's going to be Tampa versus Kansas City.
And this time, Patty sticks it to him.
No, I think you're right, but I think it's going to be Tampa and Buffalo.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
And that's the way I see it. No, we're gonna end this show, but no college football. Who do you got? Georgia versus Clemson this weekend. Who do you got?
Clemson. Oh no.
Clemson.
Nah, Clemson.
Clemson. Yeah.
Florida State.
Florida State. You don't watch college football, AJ?
Nah, not a big college guy.
Not a big college guy. We'll talk a little.
Saturday doesn't get me
I'm going to
excited.
make this quite clear, Chris Fant. None of us in this panel, I think, are much big college football fans.
Cousin Phil is. Cousin Phil.
Adrian, you like college football? Who's your team there?
Notre Dame.
He likes the kid touchers. Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, you know what? We're gonna have a Notre Dame
That's Penn
report
State.
featuring Adrian
Those
and
priests were
cousin
supposed
Phil,
to do it.
because cousin Phil and Adrian are big Notre Dame fans. So we're gonna have a Notre Dame report each and every college week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Does anybody else have anything to add before we get out of here, Harry?
If we're having a Notre Dame session,
I'm kidding.
not let kids watch this.
I'm
I
kidding.
want to state something, and I want to let you know, AJ, I'm here for you. Did you watch your wonderful tackle? Did you watch your turnstile? Did you see that?
No.
What?
Did you see him? Because he sucks.
No.
And could have had Mekhi Becton. No. Wells. No. Couldn't have him. No. Anthony Thomas. Maybe.
AJ.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. I know. It's okay.
First round draft picks. But this is what we talked about. This is why for Watson you take 3 because you got to hit with 1.
Yeah. I mean, listen. You're gonna get one right one day.
What's the point?
One day. Dave Gettleman's gonna get it right. Number 2 pick. Let's pick a running back. Yeah, good idea. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that year he came out, he was rookie of the year, right?
Why did
Yeah.
I ask, man? Why did I don't know why I asked.
Could have had Justin Herbert.
I just don't.
I forgot the super team down in Dallas. It's their year, right? Tell me.
Again,
It's our year.
I mean, you could have had
Do it for me.
Justin
Just do it
Herbert.
one time for me. Tell
we're
me
gonna
it's your year.
definitely win the NFC East.
You want Justin
I don't
Herbert?
think they do that either.
Daniel Jones fumbles. Justin Herbert doesn't.
Who'd you say? Doesn't fumble
Justin
football?
Herbert. Justin Herbert.
Don't tell me
You
Zeke.
guys are crazy. How do you not follow college football? Go Sooners. Is that the team from Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yes, that's Oklahoma Sooners.
Okay, I got you.
And you being a big wrestling fan, you should know who else likes the Sooners.
Listen,
Yeah.
don't go all fucking JR on me right now, all right?
Okay.
Nah.
Boom Sooner.
His barbecue sauce.
But we didn't cover the fight. Did anybody watch the fight?
He retired, by the way.
Bullshit.
He's a
He
pussy.
retired.
You mean
Jake
Jason Paul, that one?
Yeah.
Why
I
did
know.
they put it on a Sunday? Someone tell me, why was it on a Sunday?
Because
That
nobody
I
else
don't
is
know.
gonna watch that shit on
Because they don't care.
I didn't even know it was on until someone called me and told me, like, "Are you going to the fight?" I'm like, "What fight?" They're like, the Jay Paul fight. I'm like, "It's Sunday. Why is it on?"
It was some people hate it, but I find it entertaining. I know these guys don't know how to box, right? And I tell you what, if Woodley knew how to box even a little bit, it's not even a close fight.
Oh, it was
What?
rigged. That was very clearly rigged.
tagging him.
Huh?
I don't know, Adrian.
Woodley was tagging him.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that was
when your
rigged.
stance is a UFC stance, like you ain't blocking. It's all about landing punches. You
Yeah,
ain't
no,
blocking shit.
Jay
All
Paul pulled himself up. It was clearly rigged, and then he retired shortly after.
Well, 'cause
I
he's-
want to
Right?
remind everybody to please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like our show. Spread the word. Share it out there. Tell your friends. We're here every Tuesday night shooting shit about sports. And our other shows, we got Spittin' with Spitter on Wednesday nights. We got Around the Turnbuckle, if you like professional wrestling, out on Saturdays and Sundays. And we're here each and every Tuesday night talking about sports. There it is, Around the Turnbuckle. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. Love you guys. See you next week. Thanks, Chris, for chiming in. You always do. Happy birthday, Teresa.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Yeah, man.
birthday. Heel turn. Can you give me Go Cowboys or how about them Cowboys just one time?
Yeah, like-
I haven't heard it in like 25 years. Let's go. How
Do
about
it in
them
his
Cowboys?
wait. Do it in a Jerry Jones impersonation.
No. It was Jimmy Johnson, wasn't it?
Jimmy Johnson
Yeah.
impersonation.
Dude, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one. Saquon Barkley shouldn't have been picked number 2. And Anthony.
See. Mm.
He can't help himself, man.
I see you shiver with